and gentlemen, welcome to the Full Access Podcast. Here with me, Greg, and Eric, you know what I'm saying? And we're here, Hooligang TV, but we're here for our special guest. Tell us who you are, Rose.
Rozè in the building.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so tell us a little bit about your background, you know, where you come from. You come from the trap, you come from, you know, where we want to know. We want to know where you come from, man.
Yeah, man. So
you come from the burbs, bro.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? But nah, man, I actually came from like a middle class place, Westchester, Ohio. You know, me and my fam, we always enjoyed music, and my mom, she used to write music. She did plays and stuff, and my brother, he produces his own music. He makes his beats, and he's a rapper. So it's like music just kind of runs in our blood and stuff like that.
What inspired you to start doing music?
Honestly, man, like looking at my brother like recording and producing at such a young age, which is like 16 and 17 years old, like it just kind of inspired me to want to start early, just like how he did. And also like Chris Brown and Michael Jackson, like the mix of those two with just how like energetic and how good of an artist they are. It just put an influence.
Okay. So yeah, that was my next question. Who would you say is like your most, like some of your most musical influences? Is that, you know, how you say it?
Like when I'm be honest with you, man. Like when I was 10 years old, and Michael Jackson died, and I found out about him. Like that's when I was so hype about Michael Jackson. I would listen to him every day and stuff like that, and like practice his dance moves. But when I really think about it, before that, I used to listen to Chris Brown more than Michael Jackson.
Okay.
And Chris Brown's still living, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like, you know, bruh died and I just found out about him. So so I had to say Chris Breezy.
Chris Breezy, all right. What is it about Chris Brown that you know kind of drew you in? You know.
Honestly, bro, like sometimes I be feeling like I just feel like I can relate with him on so much stuff because like I really like follow him. Like I've been following him since '05 and stuff like that. And it's just the way he sings, the way like, you know, he dances, his energy when he goes on the stage, when he does music videos. Like he's just a really like different individual. Nice. Just like myself, I feel like I'm different as well. Okay. You know, I feel like we share the same interests. Like he in the Dragon Ball Z, I'm in the Dragon Ball Z. Like them little stuff.
Yeah, nice. Hey, so what do you feel like sets you apart from other artists?
Sets me apart from other artists. Honestly, man, like I feel like a whole lot of artists talk about the same thing, like just about drugs, booty, and partying and stuff like that. I mean, like I like to party as well, but I like to party like the right way, like what God wants me to party with. You know what I'm saying? But that's a beautiful ringtone. But I feel like the way I sing is really different because I kind of have my own tone, and I don't think a lot of people sound like me. And
go ahead.
Yeah, and I feel like people would tell me like I sound like a different singer and stuff like that.
So why the singing route, like for Rozè? Why the singing route instead of rapping route? Like why don't you go? Cause you say you mentioned your brother and we know your brother, he makes hip hop music. So why did you choose the direction to go singing instead of rapping like your brother?
Because like it's ever since I was a kid, I always grown up to my mom like playing like, you know, R&B music and stuff like that back from the 90s and 80s and now. But like when I heard rap music, it just wasn't interesting that much to me. It was just more like, okay, it's not really melodic. It's just more just like.
So you like the melodies?
Yeah, I like melodies. Okay. I'm a melodic person.
It's nice.
Yeah.
But we can tell the rap is changing a lot these days. They got a lot more melodies and a lot more.
Yeah, melodic, it is like you know rap. Like Drake. Yeah. You know, and all them other artists. I don't keep up with hip hop like that, so I can't really name all the rappers.
No, that's fine. But yeah, so melody was a big thing for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So tell us about your upbringing, like you know.
Upbringing.
I'm sorry. Tell us a little bit more about your upbringing, like, you know, how was it living in Ohio?
Yeah, so it was interesting. Like as a kid, it was kind of weird, but I still had friends that still accepted me for who I was. But I kind of like, I don't know, people thought I was cool. I was cool with everybody. It was easy for me to make friends, but at the same time, I felt like people didn't really understand where I came from a lot because I was always a different individual. Yeah. You know, and I felt like I just was always different. Since a senior in high school, like people thought I was just like hella different to where like should I go talk to them? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just on some different aesthetic. Yeah. I was trying to find myself, but, you know.
Was speaking of that, was there any challenges that you faced, you know, growing up in Ohio? Like, if not, you know, it's fine. But
challenges.
Challenges in
I'm
general.
gonna say that. Nah.
No challenges. Okay. Any challenges music wise, like when you're composing a song, what could stop you from, you know, making that song that day?
Man, like anything that can stop me from making a song, it would have to be like if somebody's dying or if somebody really needs me for like something urgent. Yeah. Like, but outside of that, like, man, you can't get me out the studio.
Okay, so you're in the studio. Like, what does the grind look like? What does the average day in Rozè's life look like?
So like, bro, there be times where I just like wake up in the morning and literally I feel like God will just give me like a melody, or sometimes I just feel the urge just to go inside the studio and finish something that I started the next day. Yeah. And after I finish something, I would just want to work on something else, and just sometimes I might like finish 3 songs a day or do 2 songs and finish half a song. So, you know, it's just busting my behind, bro. Like, for real.
How many songs do you think you recorded so far?
Like, just like all my life.
Yeah.
It has to be like probably like over 30, over 40.
30, 40? Nice. Okay.
Probably more than over 40.
I would say more.
Probably over more than 40, maybe.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
So, you know, what is it that makes you like is it that, because I'm an artist myself, and I know when you get on the wave where you make one song, you keep going and you want to make more music, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, is it that like do you ever have times where it's just like you just can't make any music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do actually. Sometimes it's when like I'm having spiritual warfare, or if I'm going through a season. Yeah. Sometimes I just might be distracted and just kind of just in my own little zone and just doing schoolwork. Gotcha. But then, like, you know, when I'm not going through all that spiritual warfare and I'm actually just, you know, relying on God on my days and just like, you know, just basically prayed up and stuff, not going through anything, I'm totally different. I'm always working. I'm always in the studio.
What's your favorite song that you got out?
I'm about to say Aura.
Aura? Tell us about why that's your favorite song.
Honestly, it's like it's a very different song. It's not just about like regular love. Like it's more so about me and her connecting, and me and her energies like vibrating together. And it's just like it's really different.
So what do you think inspired that song? Like, how did that song come together?
I'm gonna be honest, I really constructed the song and like put it together like Indigo was put together. Cause like Chris Brown, he like I said, he's an influence to me. So it's like the first part of Indigo is kind of like the first part of Aura, and then I kind of like wanted to make the ending like Indigo as well, because he basically did the same thing.
So just like the construction of it, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man.
Respect. So what was probably the worst song you've ever made?
I don't really like a lot of my old songs, bro, but
one song that you was just like, man, this is trash, bro. Like, I would never show
Cleo, the one me and you made, bro.
I like that song.
I don't I feel like personally, me and you gotta recreate that, cause honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Me and you are like at a higher level of like music, like of creating music, bro. We're like so much better, and I feel like if we recreated Cleo, then it would be so much better. It'd be a banger. So.
I personally like it, y'all. I think it was a good.
I mean, song. He was cool. He was cool on it, man. But me, nah.
But nah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm not the singer here, but you know we here for Rozè. So we want to talk about, you know, you like to go to parties. What's your favorite thing to do at the party? You know what I'm saying?
Man, honestly, I'm a talkative person, bro. I talk to everybody. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. I'm gonna talk to you. Like, man, what's poppin', bro? What you doing here? Like,
have you always been that way, or have you like did it take some time to, you know, burst out of your bubble or come out your shell? You know what I'm saying?
I was always able to talk to people, but I kind of was more introverted back then. Yeah. And like recently now, since like I found God and also just been more on my spirituality and stuff, like I just been more confident. Nice. You know? Yeah. Just more confident in myself, and I can just talk to anybody.
J Rose, you're a dancer.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit more about have you taken any dance classes? Like, how did you learn how to dance? Like,
So this is the crazy thing. When I was 7 or 6, probably seven, and they came out with that Stump the Yard movie.
Yeah.
You remember that movie?
Yeah.
And then like, and
You
then
never seen that movie?
oh, for real?
Stomp the Yard?
What's that?
Oh no! Come
Oh,
on, yo!
man.
This man ain't seen Stomp the Yard.
It's all, hey man, it's all good though.
We gotta take this man to see Stomp the Yard.
Oh, we got
hey,
you though, bro.
Hey, y'all put that in the comments, man. Eric sees Stomp the Yard, bro. After this podcast, we gonna make sure you watch that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
But what made me start like really just dancing was looking at Chris Brown's part, like, and just the other like choreographies they had in there too, bro.
No, that was a hard movie. They had a lot of like hard like dances.
Yeah.
The whoo in the beginning,
like,
it was like slow motion, boy. Yeah,
They were doing all types of stuff.
Everybody
bro.
wants to dance as a Stomp the Yard, man.
Yeah, like, bro, after I saw it, I literally went straight to my room and like just turned on some music and tried to crump. And then like my mom, like she came downstairs this one time and like she was just looking at me dancing and she was just like, he's doing the exact same moves that Chris was doing.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And then after me like being inspired from that movie and just wanting to dance and stuff like that, I found out Michael Jackson died, and then I started doing more research on him.
Yeah.
And so then I started learning how to do like Michael Jackson moves, like moonwalking, spinning really fast,
Yeah.
like those crazy moves and stuff. After that, then I was 13 years old, and I met up with some Koreans, and they taught me how to b-boy. So I started like learning how to b-boy as well. And
Hey,
then,
shout out to the b-boys out
Know
there,
what
man. I know
I'm
some
saying?
b-boys back home. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
A b-boy is a dance, like it's a dance, like they're usually in dance groups, and so like they break dance.
yeah,
Yeah. Bro, Koreans know how to dance, bro.
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
They're going crazy.
They be winning.
Just Asians. I know some Hmong b-boys too.
They be winning them b-boy competitions all the time.
Facts, yeah.
They're like really good dancers. So it was crazy like that I really ran into Koreans to teach me that. So yeah, so
That's crazy.
I also just been looking into like, popping and locking and stuff. So all that together, I just try to put that into what I know and then like try to make choreography out of it.
Got it. All right, so you know what I'm saying, J Rose, you are a Rozè, should I say? You are, smooth with the ladies. Is there a special girl out there for you right now?
You know what I'm saying? We talking right now. We talking.
Okay.
We definitely
So
talking.
tell us about what type of girls you like. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I like all types of girls. Man.
I ain't never seen a black man blush, but if you did, it would look like him.
Nah, but hey, man, I honestly don't really like. I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about a girl first.
Okay.
I don't like a girl that just relies on her looks and that's not really open-minded. Like, if you are just the type to just like not really compromise or like just conversate. Is that even a word?
No,
bro?
yeah, conversate.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm good. But no, like if you're just not the type of girl like just to have a good conversation or just flow with a conversation, it kind of turns me off. And it's just like, why am I the only one talking?
Yeah.
Like just boring girls. I don't really like boring girls. I like lit girls,
Okay.
fun girls.
So what's your top three, like top three things a girl has to have if she wants to be with Rozè?
Your personality has to be on point. I always look at the personality first. Second, I would have to say, you really can't be caught up on the drugs, because drugs is like that's just gonna mess with your energy, period, and it's just gonna bring you down in the future. And then so and number three, I mean, you just gotta look good. That's really
All right. If that's your top three, what are the top three turnoffs that you like? She cannot be like this. You know what I'm saying?
You can't be like, honestly, you can't be farting out the cut, bro. Like, cause the thing is, I don't even be farting like that, cause I know how to hold in my farts and my burps. So it's just like when they do
let it
it.
out sometimes, man.
I mean, you can let it out. Hey, y'all ladies, y'all can let it out. I don't even care. It's just like, for me, I'm a really like proper person when it comes to like being with a lady.
Yeah.
So I don't want to like, I wouldn't burp or I wouldn't just pass gas. I'll just hold it in so she like leaves.
Yeah,
So yeah, but You said top 3, right?
Yeah, top 3.
Turn off. So another turn off. Man, your breath got smell right, bro. If your breath kicking,
Nobody like stinky.
Yeah.
They used to say breath kicking like fried chicken. The group chat is going crazy. But go ahead, man.
Yeah, bro. So definitely brush your teeth.
So
you know
brush
what I'm
your
saying?
teeth.
Make sure they ain't yellow. You know.
Yellow teeth, no, that's not good.
It's not.
Nah.
You know.
All right, third one, number 3.
Put on deodorant.
Put on deodorant.
You got to put on deodorant. I can't be trying to cuddle with you and I'm smelling musty.
Oh.
And I'm smelling mustiness.
Smell mustiness.
Yeah.
Nah, I definitely feel that, man. All right, just okay. Testing. Yeah, it's recording. All right, so yeah, we just had a little technical difficulty. You know what I'm saying? The camera turned off, but go ahead.
Technical difficulties.
We're talking about your worst experience with a female. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wait, that's what you was gonna ask me? My worst experience?
Yeah.
Man, these are real R&B questions, bro.
Yeah.
Cause like whenever I go through worst experiences, I sometimes put it in my songs, bro. Like I be venting on my music, but my worst experience, I'm gonna have to say it was just when like we just wasn't on the same page with nothing. But what attracted us was like the sexual stuff.
Yeah.
Like we was more sexually attracted than emotionally, and like, you know, just personally we wasn't just attracted to each other in the inside.
That wasn't compatible.
That's the right word. We weren't compatible.
Nice.
So.
Well, yeah, that's definitely never a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Definitely never a vibe to be, you know, kind of not matched with your partner. Just and once y'all done in the bedroom, it's just like, you know, what else do we got?
That's what I'm saying. Like, and the thing is, like, we would try to talk, but it just don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
I just, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I like a shorty to connect with. Bro.
No,
that's really what matters.
Definitely. All right. You know, what's next for you? Like, project wise, are you coming out with any mixtapes, album? EP?
Yeah, man. I'm actually still deciding if it should be an album or an EP.
Yeah.
But I was gonna name it Colors.
Okay, Colors.
Because
nice.
I finally I realized that I have like a special connection with just like colors in a way. Because like I just color, like if you look up the meaning of like what each color means, it's just something I can resonate with.
Okay.
So, you know,
Colors.
and like the music I'm basically like making all has certain vibes that certain colors have. So, you know.
Hey, but who else should we be expecting on that project?
Shoot, GITB gonna be on that project. You know what I'm saying? He definitely gonna be on that project. But honestly, man, like, cause most of it's really gonna be me.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a few tracks with me and GI on there. So it's really just gonna be me and him.
No, definitely. I feel that.
Yeah.
Where can we find you? Where can we find your music?
Yeah, you can go on YouTube. Type in Rose with the, you know what I'm saying, the little foreign thing on the top on the E.
We'll put his YouTube in the description below.
Yeah.
Also link to a SoundCloud as well. Also social media. Where can we find you at?
Yeah, Instagram forbidden.love, LUV. I always gotta say it.
No, forbidden.love. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna wrap up our interview. Do you have any additional questions?
Yeah, so if you feeling
what's poppin', bro?
Hey, if you feeling this podcast full access, just let us know in the comments. Anybody that is in the area that you might want us to feature on here, or anything that y'all feeling. But make sure to drop a like if you mess with it, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll try to put these out every Wednesday for y'all. So just stay tuned for more.
You know what I'm saying?
And we out.
We out of here, man. All right, thank you, Rozè. We appreciate you.
What you think we doing? No.
We appreciate you.
We doing the handshake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we appreciate Rose coming to the Full Access podcast. If you were in, like Eric said, if you're in the Central Florida area, we would love to have you here. And you know, tell a friend, tell your mom, tell your grandma, tell your dog, tell your uncle, tell anybody. Watch the podcast, share the podcast, and you know, maybe you'll be on the podcast one day.
Yeah,
all right. Have a blessed one, y'all.
She gon' let you know that you're real best. Tell me how you want to do some bad things. She gon' let you know that you're real best. Tell me how you want to do some bad things. She gon' let you know that she a real best.